Whoa. 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 Niño, niño, niño. Niño, niño, niño. Niño, niño, niño.
Oh, yo tengo una oferta, güey.
¿Qué?
¿Me das un Huawei's?
Ay,
Te
güey.
doy las gracias.
No, hombre. Entonces no.
I mean, it's what you always do. What's up, you guys?
Oh, come on. I was about to do that.
Do it.
What's up, you guys?
Welcome back to another episode of CharroBeans podcast.
Yeah. To CharroBeans podcast, episode 159, I believe. As you can see, we are... I feel like I'm lively today. I haven't not drank... Oh, I drink a coffee today.
You drink coffee? Like,
Yeah.
Is it cold coffee?
Yes, I drank but I just wanted a coffee. It's funny because I was at McDonald's and I was like, coffee with a burger doesn't sound good. But then I was also like, but the coffee sounds good, you know? So like, that was the most pregnant I ever felt. I was like, you know, like, because then I have cravings and shit, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I was
What the fuck?
cause no, but their cravings are weird. It'll be like a pickle with like peanut butter and like they want that together. That's what I've heard. I mean, yo no sé esas cosas, pero apparently it's like that. But yeah, I had a coffee today, a nice coffee, like vanilla iced coffee from McDonald's. I think is top tier. Like it's my favorite coffee.
Vanilla iced coffee? Like
Vanilla.
the frap?
No, just a vanilla iced coffee. That's all you gotta ask for when you go to
Okay.
McDonald's. Just a vanilla iced coffee. And it's funny because I don't know how to order coffee. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I went to Dunkin' Donuts. You ever
Is that the story you told me before?
yeah. I was
Okay.
talking about how like this generation doesn't know anything about service, like just like common like the service industry, which is like people that serve.
Was
you
it like
stuff.
proper like etiquette, you know?
Yeah, it's just like it's not just common sense, but it's like common courtesy and you know it's just basic customer service. So I don't usually go to Dunkin' Donuts. Like it was my first experience like going there like in a very long time. And we went in there. But de casualidad there was a Dunkin' Donuts. So I was like, hey, to my wife, we want to go. So anyway, we went in there, and I was like, you know what sounds good? Like a coffee. Like and I know people like get their cup, you know, they shake it and shit. You know, I wanted that feeling, you know. So I went in there and like I asked the girl, I was like, hey, this is literally what I said. I was like,
We're gonna get controversial today, bro.
no. This is all I said. I just said like, hi, like I wanted to get an iced coffee. Do you guys sell iced coffee here? Now, keep in mind, I realize she's probably thinking like, of course we fucking sell coffee here, you idiot. Yeah, it's a fucking donut place, you know. But like, I'm a new customer. Like, I don't understand the concepts of stuff yet, right? So I told her I like iced coffee. I really like the McDonald's iced coffee. Like, so do y'all have like a vanilla iced coffee? Also, I looked confused because I was confused. I didn't know exactly how to order.
Yeah.
And she was just looking at me like with like the most blank expression, and I was just like, she made me feel awkward because I
Okay.
didn't know, like, uno que no sabe de esas cosas, you know. So I was just like, you know, like is there something like similar? And she's like, we sell iced coffee. Like she said it like in that kind of like tone. I was like, okay, do y'all have like a vanilla iced coffee? She's like, we have vanilla iced coffee. And I was like, can I get a vanilla iced coffee? Like, like I felt so defeated, bro.
Yeah.
So then, like, I was telling you, I was like, it's crazy because, like, you know, like in a perfect world, I guess she would be like, you know, yeah, we have like all these flavors, you know, we have this and this and this. And that would make me feel good about myself, you know, that like, uno que no sabe, you know,
Yeah.
so she's like teaching me. But like, I feel like, I'm not blaming the generation. I'm not just like this old man with the fucking get off my lawn, you know, boomer. You know, it's just more like, I feel like I would be nice, you know. I would just tell them like, hey, you know, yeah, these are all the flavors, this and that. But maybe that's why I'm not in the customer service industry. Like I've never been there, so maybe she's going through something. I don't know. I see both sides. Point is, I really wanted a nice coffee today, so I got one from McDonald's, and maybe that's why I feel so active right now. It was really good. It was a large, yeah.
It's a venti.
No, it was just a large. It's McDonald's has it right. You just small, medium, large. You know, it's clear, you know. Anyway, this is episode 159 of CharroBeans podcast. Appreciate you guys coming back to the pod and coming para convivir, you know, and trying to talk about mariachi and things. We are a podcast that pretty much always talks about mariachi, but sometimes if this is your first episode, we talk about iced coffee for the first 5 to 6 minutes.
I want to say a joke, but I can't say it.
Why?
Because Mamio.
Sorry, I guess you don't want to be controversial. Nah, but
I
it's
don't
okay.
want to controversial.
What?
Because I was gonna say, like, when you said that,
Mm-hmm.
I said I was thinking like I can see that in kids in mariachi too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think since we've started this podcast, I've pushed. I mean, you too. I think, you know, like for young musicians that are coming in to not get like quote unquote scammed by certain people in this thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think we've done a good job of telling people, like, you know, like, fend for yourselves.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Like, just be careful.
Be careful. Like, get your money's worth. Like, you're putting in work, you gotta get paid for that work, right?
Yeah.
And recently, maybe I am gonna be that boomer today, but I have seen kids. I have seen kids today where they kind of show up and they do like very like bare minimum stuff, you know.
Yeah,
like they don't
you're not
know.
doing a hot take. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen it before. People talking about it.
No, it's how I take, bro. Cancel me. Nothing. I'm not even on social media that much.
For real.
But I have seen kids that, you know, they show up and they don't know a song and they just kind of stand there, you know.
And they just have the audacity to just stand there.
They just
like,
look at you and they think it's funny to be like, I don't know it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not funny because I'm trying, you know. Maybe I don't know a song either, and I'm like, aquí le estoy echando ganas, you know. And I've said before, it's okay to not know songs. You're never gonna know every song in the world because that's impossible. You're not a fucking memory card with 2 terabytes worth of music.
You're not a floppy disk.
Yeah.
Some people already checked out because they don't know what a floppy disk is, but it's a memory card. You know.
Anyway,
in your terms, yeah.
God damn it, I mean.
No, yeah, you can't just stand there.
Yeah.
Like you have to actively participate in what we're all trying to do, which is to play this song, you know.
Right. So what I was trying to say is that it's okay to not know stuff, but it's not okay to not try, you know. So if you don't know a song, you gotta ask someone ¿Cómo va? Or you gotta tell someone yo te sigo.
Yeah.
You gotta be actively trying to, like, you know, like, try to figure it out, trying to at least ask sale de cajón, you know, so I can play with you guys at the end.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen a lot of kids that maybe is it called like reverse caimanear, you know, like it's just like
you just came up with the term. Reverse caimanear. So they're robbing essentially for not playing.
Yeah, there's just like it's easy money for them, you know. So like the caiman is like, fuck, like this is actually too much for you, you know.
Te pagué de más.
You know, and I
like,
think,
appreciate your boss.
Shit. And even like you said, like Mariachi is offering a service to a customer. So we are customer service. If a client tries to interact with you, you have to at least have some type of decency to acknowledge what they said, and even if it's not funny, you know, like you gotta work on your fake laugh. Someone says something, you're like, you know, like it's not the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of kids are that, like, when I've seen some of these kids interact with a client where the client's like, "Se calor, verdad?" and they're just like,
dude, you just described the Gen Z stare.
Right.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Like I see that now too. Yeah, it's essentially when like someone like interacts with you, and the Gen Z stare is when they like stare like. Like they're acknowledging my presence. They're like, excuse me, you know, like they're like it's almost like they're surprised to be talked to, and I've seen that a lot because I mean I'm next to students like every day, you know, so some of them will look at you like, are you talking to me? And it's like, yes, you know, like I'm talking right to you, you know, and you're right. I think a lot of mariachi, a lot of like being a musician, bro, just being a musician. Like, you're putting yourself in an element where all of a sudden now you have to represent yourself. You have to be able to talk to people. Like, they don't... Look, I'm a PR major. Public relations. number one thing in the name of the game of public relations is reputation.
Yeah.
And it's how you uphold that reputation. Either it's in a positive light or a negative light. There's people that get paid big money to tell other people how they should represent themselves because they don't know how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So like someone needs to start hiring me for like some of these like Gen Zers or maybe like younger musicians that that at least for now don't know how to represent themselves. And it's because at some point you're gonna meet someone that you're gonna play with again, or vice versa. That person will tell someone else. And again, it's all about networking in mariachi.
Yeah.
And if
in any job, if you
in
think
any
about
job,
it, and it's like you have to have these skills, and I've told you before why I think some of these like new generations are like that, it's just a different type of exposure for them.
Yeah.
But like an example is on Saturday we played at this gig, right? And one of the clients wanted to sing a song.
Which gig are you talking about? Just so I can follow you. La Última?
Yeah.
The one the 3 hour that turned into 4 hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, oh, like I'll sing, and he sang whatever he sang. But he came back, and for some reason he went through the group. Like he walked towards the group because he walked past me.
Yeah.
Right. And I looked at him and I was like, I just smiled at him. I was like, muy bien, though, Like,
oh yeah.
It was
like,
complete shit.
Job.
He sucked, Like, no, it was actually pretty good.
No, that's the old guy, right?
Yeah.
You were all like, dude, como que se ve bien, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah. And I was like,
yeah,
he's all right.
Yeah, and then he looked at me,
you.
and then he looked at me, he was just like, right? And it's that little interaction that kind of helps you like boost like your, like you said, like your look, right? Because now he could think, like, damn, they really liked me, and it makes you want to hire us again.
Yeah.
And now imagine if he's like walking by and I'm just like,
Gen Z stare the shit. I'm like,
or just look at him like, you think you can sing, bro? Like stuff like that is where they're like, no, it's where they're like, no, ese mariachi como que no, like como que tienen algo de que no sé.
See, oh yeah, I've heard that stuff before too. Like, I mean, other clients have complained to us about other groups and told us like, no, ese grupo, house o quién sabe qué. O nomás toman todo el tiempo. Like we've heard of people just taking like no, but like it's funny because like clients notice everything, man. They really do. Like they'll notice when you're doing very well. They'll also notice when you're doing very bad.
And even if they don't notice, like el sabor de boca que les dejas, which is where they're like, I don't know what about that group is that I don't like.
Que no te gustó. Yeah,
like it's stuff like that they're like, you know what? Let's just call someone else.
Which leads to you not getting work,
Yeah.
Because it could be like where the el señor sí les gustó, and then like la señora was like, you know what? No me gustó ese grupo. I didn't like how they, they just rub you the wrong way.
Yeah.
So.
And that's where he's like, pues tú paga la hora.
Yeah.
Which are mariachi money, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, it's very true, man. It's because again, like I think people lose sight of how important it is to like represent yourself. Because again, like you don't know who you're gonna be playing for. You don't know who's listening. You don't know who's gonna look back on that picture and say either you did a bad job or a good job. Yeah. And I think that because they don't value that, that's maybe why some of these groups aren't successful. I'm not saying that's why. I don't want you to clip me and be like, that's headline podcast. Third guy, says that all these mariachis are trash. That's not what I'm saying here. Like if that's what you clip, then you didn't watch the pod. I think it goes back to again, like you just have to know how to represent yourself. Gen Z, Gen Alpha. What are we? Gen Beta now? Like
if you don't know, bro,
with the smallest kids that are out there,
Yeah.
I don't know, but point is that I think we maybe in some ways they do lose sight of that. And I'm not saying all of them, and I'm not saying that old people don't do that too. Look. Yeah, just because you're a younger generation doesn't necessarily mean that these older generations are clean or our generation like that they're all good and we're all because I've met plenty of people that don't know how to represent themselves. So it goes all around. Everybody getting some, like everybody getting shot, like everybody catching strays, basically. Yeah.
It's like what?
It's like what I do,
brother.
Yeah, dude. How do we get on that from
your iced tea?
Coffee. I don't drink iced tea. Yeah. So anyway, Anyway, so talking about mariachi, I guess getting back to this. Oh, speaking about that gig, it was weird that we went like it was supposed to be a 3 hour gig, right? And then, did you notice that we didn't take a break?
Yeah.
Like I remember standing there when we first got there. I kind of realized that these people weren't gonna necessarily clap the whole time because I could tell from like the first 3 songs that they weren't.
Bro,
gonna
I
clap.
could tell when we got there. We got there and it was like quiet as hell.
Yeah, well, ni había grabadora, dude.
Yeah.
Like there was no music or nothing, and they wanted us to just come in and like start playing.
It wasn't a party.
I was like, "Where's the party?"
It was like a gathering, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was a meeting. Like,
Yeah.
It was just a real life Zoom meeting. You know, like they had a bunch of cars out there, and I remember just thinking, like, "Where's the club?" Because like, you know, the way that they're formed up, like this looks like a pachanga. You know.
Yeah.
So we pulled up, we looked in there, we walked in or whatever. It was supposed to be a 3-hour gig, but like within the first 5 songs, I was like, "This would be a rough 3 hours." Because I mean, standing here, like.
Yeah.
Unhappy, you know, everybody like like dun, 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 and it was like, y'all done? You know, like hace cuenta como like if we're bothering them, you know.
Yeah.
But we didn't take a break, so I was like, okay, well, let's just get these 3 hours like over with, you know.
Okay.
And it was funny too because as we were getting towards the end, I don't know if you saw it kind of picked up a little bit, like como que I think you said like como que ya se tan.
Yeah, because they didn't have alcohol.
Yeah,
so like
and
they were like, I'm shy. Yeah.
And then you were talking about how also like some of these gigs, you notice that a lot of them don't drink.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's. I've noticed it. I don't know why.
Because you want to drink.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, you only got water here. What's this
pescado?
What's this Pepsi shit? And yeah, like recently, like someone will ask like, oh, hace falta un tequila, and they're like, no tenemos. It's pura cheve. It's pura Michelob, which is just sour water, you know? Like,
Yeah.
And I don't know
So
why. Maybe people don't want to be as crazy
Yeah.
or something. But yeah, like I've noticed a lot of these parties have been a little more dry than usual.
Yeah. Like not to the level of like we've gone to some gigs where they're like straight up like bien religiosos, you know, where
Yeah.
I remember one time we went to this quinceañera that had they were like completely like very religious, and then there was no alcohol at all, and then like they were even limiting like some of the songs we were singing.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if you remember that. Yeah, like it's they were just saying like no vayan a hablar de esto, and then one time they had even told us also no vayan a hacer como su show.
Yeah, I remember that.
I guess they had in their notion, you know, I don't know if you know this, but some mariachis like will like play it up on the Juan Gabriel, you know, like you know aspect of the show, you know, where they kind of want to grab ass or something like on the mariachi.
Yeah.
So I guess they have seen some videos or something or know that that's a stereotype. So they were like, you listen to me, motherfucker. They have Arturo like in a headlock.
Before you get started.
Yeah, before you get started, we just want to lay down some ground rules.
They're like, yeah, got that Juan Gabriel show. It's like, yeah, we got it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
None of that.
Or else.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, they basically like, I guess you could say threatened. Just threatened. Don't play any of that.
I forgot about that.
That one is como el Chalino way. We're like, you know, we're like, shit, fuck. I was like, that's the big part of the gig, bro. We always do this show. Yeah, no, but
that's our climax.
it's crazy because they're just trying to like censor you. They're just like, no, we're censoring. I feel like the FCC or something. Like they're just like right away, jail right away. You know, like as soon as you do.
They're
it.
like bar.
Yeah, but I guess I guess no. I mean it's fine. I mean, I like that gig was like. Yeah, towards the end, it was like, se estaba aprendiendo un poquito más. They were asking.
I like the rap, bro.
Did you notice they were just canción? Like, yeah, you're right. Like, puras canciones. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, fuck. Like, every song I was like,
bro,
shit.
I saw the age on this guy.
Which, 91?
And I was like, this guy estuvo la revolución, you know? No, he wasn't. He was born there. Wait.
I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 3.
He was around there.
20. He was like in the 30s.
Yeah.
In the 30s, yeah.
So, like, and he looked like he's a rancho, you know? Like, he has this look of, like, you see that car right there? No.
If you know, you know. I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry if you know. Anyway.
But he had this look to him, you know? And I was like, fuck, bro.
Viejito.
The minute he opens his mouth, like, he's gonna struggle, but
yeah.
we're not gonna do it, you know?
Yeah.
And sure enough, like, one of... at his age, I want to say that was, like, his granddaughter. Like she went up to him and
right,
like
right.
they do this like Godfather thing, right? Because he's they just like Neo and they're like talking to him and he's just like you know, whatever they say.
Yeah, whatever.
and she came up to us and she's like, ¿Se saben pueden tocar la de what was it? Like ocho palabras or something.
Ocho something.
I have it here. Because I looked it up.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, this is the newest version they have. And it's like un conjunto de arpa grande. And I was like, bro, this is from like the 80s.
What I had told you too is that they were asking a lot of norteño rep.
Yeah.
Where I was kind of like, and norteño works too. A lot of mariachis son norteñas también.
Yeah.
But since
that's ocho letras, my bad.
Ocho letras? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, because when they asked for that, and coming from like the mafia boss, 91 years old, you're kind of like, fuck, we kind of have to play this, right? But and I think it's still kind of hard to like stump us where we're like, damn, like, what was that? You know, so the fact that it happened like 3-4 times in this gig, we're like, shit.
Yeah.
Makes you feel bad. But también, it's not like, they're like, okay, no se la saben or whatever. But they had another song like on deck. So it was just constantly like 1, 2, 3. So by the time they got to the end of the third hour, I was like, oh, se está aprendiendo más, you know, like the gig. But I was still doubting it. I was like, you know, vamos, you know.
Yeah.
It was from 9 to 12. We were on time. What the fuck is that? We're on time all the time now?
Yeah.
Who are we?
I don't know. I like it.
I like it, yeah. Para llegar cuando debemos de llegar, yeah. But we got there on time. We played from 9 to 12, 3 hours straight. And then, so I was like, okay, we're done. So, like, I've talked about how, like, mentally I'm prepared to play as long as they told us to. But then whenever another song gets added, or not, another hour gets added, it's kind of like where like my brain has to reset, and it's like, oh shit, okay, well, like mentally you gotta wait for the new hour or whatever, and that's what happened. There, Arturo's like, no, que quieren otra hora, and that's what I find so hilarious too. Like the guy that didn't ask for any songs and he was just kind of like in the back, like chilling, like was the guy that wanted the other hour. And I'm like, you just want a radio, bro. Just turn it on, like, you know.
I think you just want the aesthetic, bro. Like,
get it?
You know,
Yeah.
like he has like the party and then like the mariachi on the side, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're done. He's like, where you going? Like,
yeah.
Like do another hour. It's like, okay.
And it's funny too, because like the whole time I was just eyeing the dessert table.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like right here. Like,
yeah.
I saw the fruit, but after I saw the fruit, I saw the cookies, and I was like, I want one of those. I want that. So we ended up playing another hour, and nos quedamos allí.
Bro, what was funny about that gig too was that we had like this big spider like come up, right?
That was your matones that day, bro.
And like it was funny for me because I have a little spider problem in my place right now, right?
Yeah, you told me.
So like I didn't think I would be like that scared, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been killing them, like they're like garden spiders, right? So they look menacing, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny about this one was that it kind of just showed up. It kind of showed up, and it was like facing us, right? Mm-hmm. And it was just looking at us, and then we were just thinking like, man, the spider's like, I like this one, you know, like it's like vibing,
yeah,
right? And I was looking at it because I'm like, that's a pretty cool spider, you know. And I turned around to tell I was going to tell you something, right?
Yeah.
And then I looked back and it was gone. I was like, oh my God, it's on.
Yeah, it's funny because you were like, oh, like it's because it was big,
like,
right?
They pulled the Batman, bro. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, like you look away like, where'd you go, motherfucker?
Yeah. You're already thinking like it's like climbing up your leg or something. But it was next to the mic. The mic did not even like.
Hesitate.
Yeah, we just told him like, "Hey, don't watch out," because he was literally like a centimeter from his foot.
Yeah,
and we told him like, "Don't watch out, there's a spider." We didn't tell him to kill it. We didn't tell him to.
Bro, did you hear him yelp?
Oh,
he yelped. Yeah, he was because it's funny because you're like, "The mic, I was a mic." And then like it looked over at his leg, he's like, huh? Like, he did like this little high pitched yelp, and he was just like,
yeah, bro, like, and then cuando empezó a zapatear, like,
sí, güey.
But we didn't tell him to kill or anything. We just said like, watch out.
Yeah.
And it just like,
yeah, he just fucking kills it. I was like, oh shit! And then he like slid his fucking foot, the fucking spider guts everywhere. I was like, damn, bro.
And then like another little one came up. Well, it wasn't little, but it was like. It just had like a smaller body.
One, yeah.
And they came up like, "Daddy," like, Where are you, daddy? You know.
And then we're like,
and Arturo, we told Arturo like, Arturo, watch out. I guess that to them it's like, kill it. And it's just like stomped on it.
See, it's because like that's like your first instinct. Like as a man, that's what we do here at the house. Like as a husband, Zara's like, oh, fucking bug, and I'm like, con mi chancla, because I'm always wearing huaraches. I'm like, cabrón, ahora sí, cabrón. You know, aquí soy bien pinche asesino. Ando como el Domike. It's just like me dicen el asesino. I'm very well known around these parts.
Yeah. What? And fun fact for me, I didn't know spiders were crunchy. Because I mean, you've done it for like roaches, right? Roaches you can't stomp because it's kind of like Wally. Have you seen Wally?
Yeah, like como
like
que se aplastan.
Like los aplastas, but as soon as you like lift your foot, they just like pop back up.
Oh, trust me, buddy. Like when I was little, and I would like kill them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, bro. Hasta me dio cosa ahorita, güey. I killed one. And then, like, I went to go grab a paper because it's dead, right? So I went to, like, grab it. Y a ves que, like, sometimes, like, they die, like, face up.
Yeah.
So, like, rookie mistake. Like, right? But, like, según yo lo maté, güey. Ahí voy llegando. I'm like, ahora sí, cabrón. You know? I went to go grab him. And almost, like, in slow motion, I was like, because I'm still scared. I went to grab it. And then it's like, I'm like, because that motherfucker was waiting, dude. He was like, ahora sí, I got you, motherfucker. Yeah.
No, it was for like playing days, like, just gotta wait for him to leave. And they saw you with the knife, he was like, fuck, like, like.
No, I'm gonna do that. I probably would have done the same thing as on Mike fucking yelped. I was like,
yeah.
You know, nah.
So, like, pro tip for you guys, you gotta stomp and twist.
Stop
because.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Spider's like,
yeah. Shit. No, but it was a long gig. So we ended up doing the other hour. And again, like my brain reset and I was like, ya se acabó. You know, it's over. And then like we started putting up, torpedo, like, and sabe qué. And they were like, ¿quieren comer? And I'm like, shit. Because it's 1 a.m, you know? I was like, saves me a trip to Whataburger. I was like, fuck it. Like, I was like, comer, we're already here, you know? So they're like, coman, y luego queremos otra hora. We're like, excuse me.
No, I'm not that hungry.
No, I mean, I was already on the fence of like, I told you, like, I am kind of like, whenever Arturo's like, pues otra hora, I'm not going to be the guy to be like, no, I don't want to. So I'm like, I'm going to wait. Ya que? Like, but let's go eat first because I'm hungry. You know, so they gave us food. Comimos comadre. And then we went outside. And that's when they were like, oh, pues the guy that wanted you guys another hour left. We're like, I wasn't sad. I was already at the dessert table, like, like eating like 3 cookies. So I was chilling, and then turns out though we can't. Oh, that was another thing. Turns out you can't just hang out. Well, we kind of knew this already, you know. But it's like sometimes you think these clients are like some camaradas, you know. Like you think that they're just like, because you know how they treat you. Like they're like, no, pues agarren lo que quieran, coman. So, ay, si quieren unas galletas, agarran lo que... Oh, they didn't say that, right? I just went to the cookies, right? But they were like, no, pues agarran lo que quieran, you know, están en su casa, quién sabe qué. So I was like, oh, pues chingón, pues, ya ves. I already put a movie on. I was like, let's watch Frozen real quick.
So, you're like on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. I was like, damn, you got ads?
I can pay for 2 more hours, but you can't pay the good Netflix.
I was like, is this YouTube standard? What the fuck? The fuck? I got premium, bitch. Anyway, so they were all like, no, pues coman lo que sea, quién sabe qué. But yeah, it turns out that you can't just hang out. Like, I honestly, I was a little hurt, bro, because like we're just like there, we're just hanging, we're just vibing. We're literally vibing because my brother was there. I never played with my brother. That's why like I told you to take a picture. I was like, we literally have never played together. So my brother was in town, so we played. He was like trying out my vihuela, I think, and like I think y'all, like 3 of us were at the dessert table. I think you were talking to someone, no? If I can remember, you were probably talking to one of the clients, no?
No.
Or maybe it was Arturo.
What do you think I am? Yeah.
Oh, they were showing Arturo like a photo album because apparently they had played for them like
25 years ago.
Like like for a wedding or something like that, and that's when again they had like, you know, their original members and everything. So they like Arturo's over there on his side mission, you know. This is like they had a whole like binder showing him all the pictures. So like we're all just hanging out. We ya comimos or whatever. They had already told us we're cut off. You know, the guy's not here. Ya no van a querer canciones. So we're like, all right, bet. So then one of the other guys was like, no, pues ya están aquí. Pues cuánto por una canción? And we're like, oh, because then they're all like,
well, that thing hurt me because
No, that hurt me.
I understand the ignorance, you know.
You understand the ignorance?
They don't know how
No.
like stuff like that works, you know, because they probably saw that they probably been to a restaurant, right, and they're like, we charge per song, right? But because Arturo explained to them like, no, we don't do that at private events. Like we do it at the restaurant. When we're done with the restaurant set, you can pay per song.
Right.
But here es o una serenata o una hora, like either a serenade or an hour.
Yeah.
Right? And the guy's like, pero ya están aquí, o sea, like you know, like tell the guys like if they're willing to pay for they're to play like per song, right?
Yeah,
that's where I was like, you think I'm just like un muerto de hambre, you know?
Yeah,
like we'll play for $25. ¿Cuál quieres? You know,
Next thing you know, they're like 4 hours. No, it's because I get where he's coming from. I always look at both sides, right?
Yeah.
But what hurt me was that like we're just hanging out. We're literally just hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
Like they already told us we're off the hook. It's like, you guys relax. Yeah. They're like, relax. You know? eat a sandwich, you know? Yeah. And so I'm here chilling, dude. But like then they're all like, no, like just pick up that little guitar real quick. You know, and I'm like, I felt a little dirty, you know. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, I thought we were done, you know.
I would have thought it was cool if they're like, oh, you don't do that, or anymore? Well, you guys, you know. No, they were legit like, no, like, bro, like, tell them, like, if they're willing to. And he told him something like, no, te apuesto que si van a querer, o sea, diles.
He's telling Arturo, right?
And I'm just there like, I think I told him, like, ya vamos on mic, ya, aquí no se puede cotorrear a gusto aquí.
Yeah, you know? Like, exactly, that's what I mean. Like, we're like telling each other, like, nah, bro, we gotta go. We gotta go.
We're like, let's put up.
So, like, it's funny because I went from, like, you know, half a cookie in my mouth, and I'm like, nah, bro. I'm just putting up the fucking wires. I'm like, nah, we're getting out of here, bro. I was like, come on. I'm a little brother there. I was like, come on, bro. Let's go. No, it's like, you don't need to see this. Let's go.
I'm so sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they think you're a whore. You know, they just want to. Once they're like, dance, monkey, dance. You know, like, so I was just, no, we got to get out of here because they were not. Like, they were being nice, but at the same time, it was kind of like, nah, pues, talking.
It was a little like demeaning.
I was like, we're not trying to play. We're done. I thought you were giving us your cookies for free, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, nah, pues yeah, vámonos. So that's why I was a little hurt. I was like, damn. I was even telling Arturo, I was like, damn. Like, como tú dijiste, no se puede cotorrear aquí. Yeah. I thought we were like guests now. Like, you want us to work, you know, again, you know. But it's not bad.
We all had the same like feeling too. We're like, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Yeah. Uno no puede quedarse aquí nomás, you know, like como de, you know, like a guest. Like we're still in uniform. Yeah. We're still working, you know. Yeah. It's like until we take this uniform off, now I'm a regular person, you know. But since all they see me as is this, you know,
this object,
this caricature,
ándale,
you know.
And then when we left too was like Arturo was on their side, but he was trying to explain to him like, it's like you don't understand. Like I think he told him something like,
because the guy was trying to get him to convince us, right?
He was like, tell him like si van a querer, right? Yeah. Like, you know, and Arturo was like, me van a mandar a la verga. Like they're gonna tell me to fuck off, you know? Like he's like, what you don't get is that I'm the nicest person in this group.
Yeah, and if you can't convince me, you're not gonna convince these fools. Like I said, I stole like 4 more cookies, and I was like, let's get out of here, bro. I was like, vámonos, yeah.
But I mean, that made me laugh. It's just like, you don't get it. Like, yo soy el más buena onda. O sea, like, usted pregúntale si Marco lo manda a la verga. Like, usted que es cliente, like.
Sí, güey. Yeah, so I see where he's coming from, but it's also like, all right, brother. Like, obviously we can't just stay here because you can put us to work. So I was like, let's just go. Yeah. It's like if we were gardeners or something there. Like if we were still wearing like, you know, our highlighter shirt and we had the weed eater, like, well, just cut the other side of the fence. Yeah. You're already here.
They're like, what's one more?
And it's like, pero ya quedamos. You know, like you already said the front yard. You know, that's how I compare it, you know. Point is, we got out of there and we got home like at 4 a.m. because it was like super far. Because I remember looking at the parked cars is like 50 minutes. I was like, because we left there like at 2 something in the morning. We got there like at 3. The nos fuimos. I was like, damn. Well,
You get
At
home.
least the next day we didn't work, right? So like, I didn't work, so we're good. We should probably get to the topic, right?
Let's do it.
Well, this is a topic that we can like discuss. I guess you could say like at our own pace. It kind of depends on everybody's response, right? But someone sent this this specific topic. I think like a couple episodes ago. My wife finally caught up to all the episodes. I was like, damn, barely. That's fucked up. Nah, but she watched them all. She's been making a puzzle, so she's just been like, you know, like hearing it as she does the puzzle and stuff.
Yeah.
So she caught up, and she said that apparently a lot of the good topics that people have been like discussing or asking questions on Charro Chat like have been like topic worthy, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Questions, you know. So this one was, I guess, kind of a good one that I had like screenshotted a while back. So I kind of want to see what you guys' thoughts on it. So it says here, this person had said, "What is your biggest regret in your mariachi career?" I wouldn't call it a career per se, you know. I am a musician. Do you tell people you're a professional musician? Like,
No, I don't tell them anything.
no. Oh yeah, I know. You're like fucking Superman. You don't tell anybody your identity.
I just don't like the follow up questions. Okay.
What's the follow up question to you?
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Because like,
No,
I understand what you're saying. Like,
I don't like the whole like, oh, so like te sale mariachi loco,
oh,
you know,
that's
or
not where
like
I
they're
was
like
going.
cuánto la hora, or like
That's not where I
like,
was getting. I was getting more like,
or like, oh, you make hella money, and I'm like, my boss makes hella money.
Arturo's like, got him. Yeah. No, I thought your follow questions would be like I always tell someone that I play music. That's like my answer for everything. I always say I play music. You know, if they want, because most people like don't want your whole career, mariachi career, like you know, on a checklist. Like people ask, like, oh, like you play music? Yeah, I play music.
I also don't want to explain.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
You know, like, because they're like, what do you play? I'm like, guitar. They're like, oh, because if I say something else like guitarrón, they're like, what's that?
Or if you say arpa.
Now I have to tell them the whole history of mariachi. Like, guitarrón came up, you know.
I was about to say, like,
the 1800s. Or they say arpa, they're like, I don't know, it bothers me personally, but it does bother me. Like, if I tell them harp, they're like, oh, it's la música de Los Ángeles, or like, los que tocan arpa se van al cielo, and I'm like,
you don't like that? That's good.
No, it's just
it's a good thing.
I don't know what to say to that. You know,
I guess
because I'm like,
thanks.
I had a priest one time. You remember went to like Oklahoma, I think. It was a long time ago. It was a gig where the Meadows walk to like the venue we were playing and they were like on horses.
Yes, I do remember
and
that.
And that padre, I remember during the misa was like, let's play something like romantic for the couple, and they're like, and the priest was like, algo con arpa, right? And I think we did like motivos. You remember that?
I don't remember.
Okay,
that.
well,
who was playing bass? Dylan?
I don't know.
There was one time that you took a harp.
It wasn't that time.
And then Dylan.
But that was a salon, right?
That was a salon. Yeah.
I don't know who played bass.
So why were you playing harp? Someone
was playing bass. Okay. Obviously.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Obvious. But yeah, that priest come up during the reception, and he went up to me and he's like, oye, like, dicen que todos los arpistas se van al cielo. And I was like, pues a ver, no sé. And he was just like,
oh, like he didn't take it as a joke?
Yeah. I was just like,
usted no se pueden llevar. To a priest.
Usted no aguanta nada, padre.
Yeah. Usted no aguanta nada. He's just like, de persina. Like,
es que no sé. I'm not super religious, I guess, and I don't know what to say, stuff like that.
You don't respond.
Yeah,
I get
like,
that. Yeah.
Or like you don't want to seem either like, what's the word, like, no creído, but like if they tell you like you're not going to heaven, I'm like, yeah, I am. I deserve it. If there's something saying that that kind of makes me like ick.
So you just don't know like how to respond.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And it's like it creates these awkward moments because you're gonna see me processing like how to respond to this, and then they're like looking at me like,
well, I think
you want to go to heaven, you know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's because most people don't know like your demeanor. You know, like so like you telling that little joke to a priest, they're probably like, you know, like because you know they don't know me. You know. So yeah, I guess you're right.
Are you trying to be funny? You know, I'm going to hell.
the fuck? No. Like, I guess my thing is also like whenever, like, I talk to teachers like at school, like they'll always ask me, they're like, "Who are you?" Because like I'm the mariachi teacher, so I'll just be like, "No, I teach music." They're like, "Oh, okay," and like usually they don't go farther than that. Now, if they do, they're like, what do you teach? You do orchestra?" I'm like, "Oh, I do mariachi." And they're like, oh, "Mariachi," and it's not bad, but it's also like now, like you said, I have to explain like the whole mariachi lore. I'm like, mariachi was founded. And like, doctors should be like, "Oh, when was it founded?" No, but I'd be like,
"How you know?"
Yeah, how you know? How you know? Who told you? No, but I'll be like, no, music from Mexico. That's why like anybody who asks me, like, I'll just tell them no, because I'm a musician, like I play music.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, I'm in a band. That's like the most vague term, right?
Yeah.
They're probably thinking like, oh damn, this guy's poor, bro. Guy broke ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's been a few times where I've told people like some mariachi, because usually like I change the subject.
Yeah.
So like it's gotten as far as like what do you do in the weekends or something, and I'm like, oh, I play in a band.
Yeah.
So we play bass. So this part right here.
I play guitar. Yeah, I have hemorrhoids also, But
what?
It's like completely changed. They're like, damn, I'm sorry about that. And they're like, this is completely
like, yeah, my dog died.
Yeah.
He's just like
they're like gets back to cutting your hair.
Yeah. Right, my barber.
Yeah, your barber.
He says he likes the podcast.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Twan. Yeah. We told him. Yeah, because he's too like he's a barber, right? So they talk. So he'll be asking me questions, and like he's your barber too. So I just be like, yeah, he does this and that, and like he has stuff. Like I don't know how much he knows. So I'm just like, yeah. I think in the beginning I was like, yeah, I just play in the same band as Victor, we're co-workers. Yeah, but yeah, you can't tell everybody the lore. Not everybody's gonna get it or even be remotely interested. So
yeah.
Anyway, how did I get on this? In your mariachi career, like having regrets, I guess you could say. Like, I don't necessarily call it a career for me. Like I guess it's a career in the educator side. I forget that my title is literally head mariachi director. Like that's my job. And it comes with a lot of responsibility. So that being said, it's not a responsibility that I thought would ever happen. It's kind of like you said, you call me out all the time. Apparently, at one point I was like, nah, bro, I would never be a teacher.
Yeah.
I would never be a teacher. And it's because, like it's for some people, like even like yourself, I've talked to my wife, like they can't fathom having that much patience with like kids.
Yeah.
Or even just con uno, But like one thing that I guess like teaching mariachi and having that career was like, I learned I already had a whole lot of patience, but like it kind of pushes you to the brink of how much patience you think you have.
Yeah.
Because again, like everybody learns different. Some kids have learning disabilities. You kind of have to like look at it in a different sense of like they're not you. They're a different brain. They're a different body. They're a different pensamiento.
Right.
So like everything is different. So like it teaches you a lot about yourself and how much you think you can take. I guess you could say too. But that wasn't my intention. Like growing up, I didn't think I was gonna become a teacher, but I'm in this position, so I'm trying to make the most of it. Obviously, I'm trying to make sure that everything that I'm teaching these kids isn't just music, and it's also like life lessons. So, I'd like to think, and if any of my former students are teaching, like I always told them the same thing. I always told them I don't think if you come out of this class only knowing the notes on this piece of paper, the lyrics on this piece of paper, if that's all I taught you, I feel like I didn't do my job. It's as corny as it sounds, but like it's because I treat them almost like I don't have kids, So like I treat them like I would my kids in a sense,
Okay.
and in the way that I kind of like talk to them, like I would imagine that's how I would talk to my kid, and in the same way, like I try to teach them like life lessons that I've learned along the way. Maybe they don't understand them yet, and that's why I tell them like I'm telling you. I've gone through all the stuff that you're going through right now. Like I'm trying to help you, And some of them don't see it until
buy a house right now.
Like, yeah, you need to invest 401k, buy a house. Ahorita ya pa' qué. But yeah, when I was in middle school, I should have bought a house instead of fucking around and going to lunch. No, but yeah. So I guess like for me, like my career, I guess you say my mariachi career. I guess you could say that it's the one as an educator and it's also the one as a musician. I can't really say I have any regrets. I feel like everything has fallen in line the way it has. But I think also the decisions that I have made have led me to the position where I am. I guess you could say like I don't feel like I made any wrong moves. Like just off the top of my head, like I felt like every move or like thought that I've had has led me to this position. I guess you could say, because like working with Arturo, like I could have gone somewhere else if I wanted to. I chose not to because I like where I am.
Okay.
Same thing with like at the school. Like I like being at the school I'm at. Sometimes I don't like it, but I think you're supposed to have hot and cold, days. Sometimes like
Right.
it makes you appreciate the ones that are really good and then the ones that are really bad. Plus, hopefully they get better. But I like the position I'm in. I like the position that I've had to be able to motivate as many students, either musically or like just through life. And I can't really say that I have too many regrets. Like I enjoy where I'm at right now. I guess you could say, Mariachi career wise.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I've talked about stuff like this before, and basically to say it in a nutshell, I think I've said like I do regret not doing more classical, being more on the classical side.
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking like, I guess as a music career in general, right? Because I think I really enjoy classical. I still like it. Every once I see, I'll pick up my guitar and I'll play whatever the same 3 songs that I know.
Las que me sé.
Yeah, and I'll put it on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, oh, ya la subí esta,
Mm-hmm.
But me gusta, so I like it.
I like it.
And Mariachi wise, I've also said before, like I wish I would have stuck more to just one instrument and like really like, what's the word? Specialize.
Oh, like yeah, just focus on one of them.
Yeah,
to like specialize in that.
Like really try to like peak on whether it had been guitarron or guitar or harp and that's my regret. Tener más hijos.
More cash cows.
What?
Cash cow?
What's that?
You know what a cash cow is?
I think I know it, but explain.
It's like every one of your kids could become a cash cow later down. Like so like tengo 6 niños, pues cada uno va a andar dando cuando está viejito, That's the plan, If it happens, yeah. No, yeah, I see where you're coming with. What? Sorry, what? Pause. How do I word this? I gotta explain the sentence. Hang on. I see how you're. How do I say that?
My point of view,
I see your point of view.
My opinion.
I see you coming. Yeah. I don't know how to fix it. No, but I see where you're coming from. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's what I meant. I see where you're coming from with that. Yeah. But I think I told you, like, I do like that you're well-rounded on
I'm sensitive.
O sea, los instrumentos, But yeah, like I can see where you're coming from though. Like just staying on one, because it would allow you to focus on that one thing. You wouldn't have to.
Like violinists are very like that. Like,
when you see a good violinist.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's very rare to see like not very rare, but like when you see like when you have like 6 violins, like most of them just play violin.
Es su mero mole.
Yeah, and there's a guitar and they're like, ¿este qué tono es?
Yeah.
Like ninguno. Like you just like random.
Like brother, you have the guitar backwards.
Yeah.
Like, la pirga.
Yeah. For some reason like they tend to stay very like on their instrument.
Yeah.
And I think armonia players are the most versatile when it comes to like how many instruments they play.
Yeah.
And then trumpet players are like second.
Well, I guess that's one thing that I guess I could say as a mariachi regret. I do wish I could do that because that would have come in very handy as an educator. It's funny because like I see a lot of these other teachers that are in other programs, especially like in other cities like San Antonio, down in the valley, where I think it helps a lot that these teachers like know about that instrument, even like just to pick it up, because I can do that. I can pick it up.
Yeah.
And then I can also like give them like very standard advice on everything, and then most of the time we're learning together because we are. But I like to think like I'm just helping you, and you're the one that's gonna get better, not me.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to play F, I'll teach you. F chord. But it would have helped out a lot. Like if I would have like picked up a violin like much sooner or a trumpet much sooner. Right now I'm buzzing with the kids. Like I just want to the whole time. I'm like, this hurts. No, it doesn't hurt, but it makes your lips tingly. Yeah, I'm just like, this is weird, And they're all like, as soon as we started buzzing, it sounds like farts. They're like, they're like, I'm like, all right, kid, it's okay. It's just a fart sound. You're fine.
Yeah,
just keep buzzing.
Little raspberry.
Yeah, so it would have helped out. I guess you could say like to learn an instrument. I guess sooner, like another one, so that way it would help me in this career. So for sure. But yeah, I guess. Yeah, so I guess let's get into it and let's see what you guys said. So what is your biggest regret in your mariachi career? Now look at that. First one is not starting earlier. I guess we just got asked this question with the Rangers mariachi, but like when did we all start? Like they were asking some of us, like, because like they see us and we're just a bunch of like short little Mexican people, except for Matt, lucky. Yeah, but like they look at all of us and they're all like, you guys all look young, except for me. But you guys all look young and stuff. And like, when did you guys get started? And we were all like, most of us got started like in middle school. So like, especially like kids that like start in middle school and they're barely in like their high school like session, I guess you could say. There's in mariachi, especially right now in Texas, or I don't know how it is in other schools. It's kind of like the youngest you can get started, unless like your dad was a charro and he like straight out the womb they're like, here's a violin. Like before, antes que la teta, güey, like, ¿qué tal violín? Is that like your scales are due next week, But we couldn't really start any earlier for us. Like I started in 6th grade, and I tell my students all the time that it took me 2 years to even be remotely interested in mariachi. Like for 2 years, I was trying to play all the songs on Guitar Hero. I think I was just trying to like learn power chords. I was learning Iron Man. Like, I was not even remotely even thinking about what a son was, what a ranchera was. I was not going after school to practice, So like, I think I had to learn all that mamada y media for 2 years to even like remotely even get close to liking mariachi. And then it was like, oh, okay, like this is kind of cool. And then that's as soon as I got started. Some people it takes earlier,
So when did you learn bajo sexto?
Bajo, I had to learn how to play guitar first, right? So I think I was doing vihuela first.
So it was later.
It was later. Okay. I think it was by like.
I don't know. I thought you were like playing bajo like when you were 5 or something.
Nah,
in my head, that's what I thought.
Ni que fuera el robber, dude. He's got a freaking picture of himself outside of the Lilac Cockerel Theater in San Antonio. Like he's playing an accordion. Todo morrillo. I was like, fucking hate you, Robert. You're so talented. But no, Bajo Sexto was later. I learned how to play guitar first, and then I learned how to play vihuela. And then my dad was like, "You playing guitar? Okay, so you can play Bajo Sexto." Because like somos norteños, So he just, I was like, we could have got anything else in this house, and he bought a Bajo Sexto, like because he wanted like me to learn. And it was like a huevo now. Like he's like, there's no excuse now. You have one, So I was like, ya que chingas. But I think it was because I was supposed to become a norteño Bajo Sexto like player career wise. Because after that, like we were with a family friend, they kind of had like this band, Comienzo Norteño.
You had to be like a Marco Polo, I think. Is that his name?
Who?
The Bajo Sexto that plays like jazzy. It's like
dude, there's some that are really good. Yeah. I guess that was my career path, and then. Because I did play a couple gigs. That's why I have some unreleased photos out there of like me and my norteño outfit, with my chaleco and everything. I played a couple gigs and it helped me because I actually learned how to listen. Like my ear got pretty good because I already knew how to tune myself and everything. I didn't need a tuner. Pues no, we couldn't like looking it up on my phone yet. It wasn't there yet. So I had to learn how to tune by ear. And then ya ves que todas las norteñas tienen primera, segunda, tercera. And I was lucky that in this band there was no like minor chords because like no me las sabía, güey. But like they would, and then no sabía de los tonos, güey, because they would be like está en fa, and like so I would just like because on Bajo Sexto is like easy, it's like first position, so they would play like the F or whatever. I'd be like dun 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 dun, like, and I would find it, and pues that's primera, this is segunda, this is tercera. So then I didn't even know the songs yet, so I would just like listen to when el bajo would like move. And I'd be like, oh, okay, tercera, okay, well, segunda. and like that taught my ear how to like pick that up.
Okay.
But yeah, like I couldn't and then that led to like me taking mariachi more seriously because I was like I like playing music, like it was fun, you know. So again, it all kind of like clicked. I guess I was like, all right, I'll keep doing mariachi. I liked it, but I couldn't I couldn't do it any sooner. Like it had to happen in middle school. It had to take 2 years of me like not liking this shit, and then I liked it for a year, and then I had to like do a side gig, you know, in norteño. And then I was like, nah, I'll come back to mariachi, and then like I took mariachi seriously.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, we said before too, like you're gonna start when you're gonna start, you know,
whenever
like,
you're ready.
Like you're not. We've talked about this before, maybe, because I think I remember saying, had you started sooner, maybe there would have been like an event that caused you to not like it, right?
True.
So like the reason you like it now is because everything that happened from where you are to back then, like it was just that good of an experience for you that you stuck with it, you know.
I think I vaguely remember somebody's answer being something similar, like they just were signed up for the class. Like someone signed, because I get students like that all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes my class becomes like, oh, you're Mexican, or like not Mexican, right? But you're like, oh, well, we don't got anything else, so let's just put you in mariachi.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can use it as recruiting. You're like, you, sir, are going to play a guitar, or you, sir, you like violin? Have you ever seen a violin? No. Check it out.
Yeah.
That's your instrument now. Get good, you know?
Or you're going to fail the class.
Or you're going to fail. Now drop and give me 20 push-ups. So then, again, they said that they were signed up for the class, or they came from orchestra. A lot of my students come from orchestra. And they were just like, I kind of like persuade them to get in.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on in. Like, you read music? All right, good. So it's the same thing. It's just
you're like Darth Sidious, bro. It's just like, just come over here.
Yeah. I'm like, do it. Yeah, but I'm just kind of waiting for them to come in, and then I'm like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yoink, you know. But yeah, you can't start sooner sometimes. Sometimes you just got to let the natural flow of life make you appreciate it to where you're at now, you know. This person says, what's your biggest regret? Staying loyal to people who have no desire for self-improvement, not only in music, but in interpersonality. Interpersonally, sorry. Es que no sé leer. I'm an ELA kid, okay? English was not my first language. It's my second language.
For?
Yeah, I learned Spanish first. My parents didn't speak English.
So
when I was in California, I was like, Samuel Ramirez. That was my name. Apparently, my mom says that apparently I knew how to write it already, like when I was a kid. I was like, damn, that was my peak. Like, I never got any smarter.
That's all she wrote.
See, yeah. But yeah, staying loyal to people who have no desire for self-improvement. I mean, it sucks because like sometimes, I feel it's like sometimes a mariachi is like a abusive relationship. Like you should probably just leave, but like, pues ya cuántos que se quedan allí, you know? And sometimes it takes like in a big event or something for them to be like, yeah, I should probably get out of here. It's kind of what happened to me. Like in my first group, I was like, this big event is what led me to be like, you know what, this isn't worth it anymore. And also because I didn't see what was. Sometimes grass is greener on the other side. You just need to take that leap, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that yet. I was still very young.
Well, I think for me it was like I didn't know there was grass on the other side. You know,
you didn't know there was something that existed.
Yeah,
you thought there was like a fence.
Yeah,
and you couldn't see
like,
through.
I was like, this is it, bro. It's from here. It's podcast. You know, like this is it. Like.
From Forward, Texas, straight to Vargas. Not even like Dallas, Texas, like Forward, Dallas. Yeah. You go straight to fucking Vargas. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. So, like sometimes you stay loyal to people because, you may not know that there's other opportunities out there.
And I'm also like a broken record too, man. But like everything happens the way it happened, you know, like maybe this made you appreciate being in a group with people that appreciate it like you know? And now you appreciate it even more because you're like, I used to not be in a group like this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me have my answer for all of these, bro. Like,
yeah.
it all happened the way it happened, man.
It's because it's very true. It's just like sometimes it needs to happen so that you can eventually get to the right place. And that's why I say, like, at the time, man, like certain things that happen, like in a group, like leaving because of this person or that person, or because this person didn't appreciate that or whatever. Point is, point es que ya te saliste, right? But I'd like to think that most of the time you know when something isn't right or whatever, and hopefully you realize that and you go somewhere, and hopefully you're now in a place where you're like, yeah, I like where I'm at, you know.
Yeah.
But again, like sometimes, like you said, you didn't know there was other grass on the other side, you know. You were just like, oh shit, man, this room out here, you know. Start looking around, you know, and sometimes that situation is much better, you know.
Yeah.
This person says pursuing a career as a Formula One driver instead of going to Vargas as originally planned. And yeah,
I don't know if it's a joke or not, because that's pretty cool if you're trying to be a Formula One.
yeah. It's funny because two things there. Like the first one being like, if you have the skills to be a Formula One driver, you should probably do that, you know. But secondly, I think it's, and like I don't want to crush anybody's dreams. Okay, especially if you're young. Like you just got to look at things like through. You ever heard of looking at things through rose-colored glasses? No, I don't know. Yeah, she's watching Pretty Little
It's a show.
Liars. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what?
I don't know if did you take English?
Bitch.
No. Like
The disrespect.
Like our literature. Did you have Mr. Polito?
No.
No, was he already gone?
I think I took remedial English.
Oh,
Not the
I could tell.
you believe that? I had took AP English, bitch.
Oh, you did? I took AP Lit, AP Literature.
Oh, you're lit.
AP Lit.
Ooh.
That wasn't even a thing back then. Like to be lit, yeah. That would have been such a good joke back then. Anyway, it's because Mr. Polito taught us about like seeing the world through. So like romantics, the way that they write. So like when you see things through rose-colored glasses, it means you don't see anything else. It's like
Makes sense.
you think everything is like fácil. Like it's like a romantic when está enamorado.
Yeah.
Like you look at it through rose-colored
You
glasses.
ignore all the red flags.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So like it can be very easy to be naive, I guess you could say. And it's because todavía no sabes de nada. Like, como dice Arturo, like famous words is like, tú no sabes de amor si no te han besado. You know? So like when we were young, your thought was like, yeah, just go from here and you go straight to Vargas, you know, like and I tell kids to like be realistic and as bad as it sounds. It is more because I've lived this. I'm not saying that you can't do it. It's just more like put yourself in your shoes for a second, just look around. Like it might not happen, you know? And it's just, I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I'm just saying it might not. So I always tell them like, you got to get a degree. You have to try to find something that's going to make you money. That's not just mariachi. And it's because again, like, it's always good to have a plan B for any situation. Like I'm an educator today. If tomorrow they're like, you know what, you're too short, get out of here. Cause I think I'm a student, you know, so they fired me. I don't know. So if that were to happen, like I have plan Bs, like ready to go. I have to. Like it's
like a second plan.
Yeah, plan B. Yeah, like plan B would be like, you know, stay at home husband. My wife provides for me. That's what she married into, you know. Yeah. But like that's plan B, C, and D. No, but I'm saying like you have to have plan Bs ready and in place. Like this person is like maybe he thought like, you know, I'll just be a driver. No, like I'm going to Vargas because it's gonna happen. So you can maybe look at it like very naively, like that was my only plan, you know. And now you're stuck because like, sorry to say, maybe you might not make it to Vargas. You know, it's very you would essentially be one of the 15 or 14 guys that are up there. It's kind of hard to do, you know. So if you were smart, you know, you should probably think about doing something else just in case, because again, that plan B might end up being plan A. You know, so like that's why from the beginning, man, not that I was trying to be in Vargas or anything, but like my first plan was to go to school, and if I could graduate, whatever job that I was going to get or whatever, like, quería salir adelante. So I always thought of it like that. If plan A doesn't work, you have to have a plan B. If plan B doesn't work, you still have a plan C. Like, it is because, again, no te puedes quedar abajo. You have to think up. You always want to think up. So, like, Vargas may not be an option for all of us Maybe for me, you know. Like, like fingers crossed, you know.
Submitted my application.
Like, I wrote letters, you know. I sent my audition tapes, but I just put Mexico. Like I don't know where I'm sending it. It's just in Mexico. It just says Mexico.
The guys at post office like,
what the fuck? Like, I'm doing this shit. Yeah. He's watching my audition tapes. Like, what the fuck? Look at this dumbass.
Send it back. It's like, no, bro, I do better.
And like, have you seen like audition tapes? Like, this is my audition for Mariachi. Like, it's all like,
in a suit. And shit.
Yeah, in a suit. Yeah, in a closet somewhere. Yeah, it's like all unprofessional. Anyway, but yeah, you just gotta always have a plan B because it more likely than not we might not all be invited, guys. You know, so pursue other things. You know, you don't have to make mariachi or music your main priority.
McDonald's is hiring.
We need fryers. You know.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we know. You know, I pulled up to someone.
We need good customer service.
Por eso digo yo.
We're making this full circle, bro. Like,
yeah. Andale. That's why we started with that intro. So if you made it this far, this is where it connects.
Yeah.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Monday through Friday. Friday night, te pones el traje, güey. You're like fucking Batman, bro. Like at night, you just... Because he works at night.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, that's what you are, bro. Los charros, we're just here at night. We're little Batmans.
What the fuck? Okay.
I don't know.
El tren ahorita va. This person says not learning the rep. Learn the rep, please. You should probably learn the rep. That's all I have to say about that. Just learn the rep. Biggest regret in your mariachi career, not pursuing it more seriously. And look, this guy's still trying. This guy's trying. No, it's just like make fun of him. No. Keep. I'm not. And again, I just said what I said because I don't want to discourage you from taking it more seriously. Like, you do whatever you want to do. Like that. I always tell everybody that. Like, do what you want to do. Do what you think is the best for you. Like, just because I'm telling you, like, I'll be realistic. Hey man, shoot for the stars. You know, like. Pepe is a prime example. Like, he wanted to be in Sol de Mexico. Where is he now?
There's a lot of Pepes in here, bro. Be more specific.
Pepe Jose Perez was from Sol de Mexico, el violista. I don't know. ¿Qué más te digo?
You might know him.
Yeah. Se llama Jose, you know.
Yeah.
There's only one Jose. No, but he's over there, you know, and like I remember that was one of his like ambitions. He wanted to be in that group. He's there. You know, like I think it's super cool like when he comes out to play for his hometown or here in Fort Worth, like whenever there's shows, and they like to point out like, hey, this guy is from Fort Worth, like, and that's cool. It's un orgullo, güey. You know, because he was his camarada. He was like in the same classroom as us, and he's there. You know, and I'm sure, and who knows, you know, but like some people that went to school with some of these other guys that are in Vargas or Los Camperos or you know or in Reinas or whatever, but somebody went to school with them and is probably thinking the same thing. Like, hey, these guys didn't make it. And chingon. It's like the major leagues, man. Yeah. We all want to be part of the Texas Rangers, but they only have a 40-man roster. You know, 40 out of, I don't know how many minor leaguers there are, but like out of all the number that there is, only 40 guys represent the Texas Rangers. You know, we're not all Rangers. Yeah. You know, it's just, but if you do, you're proud of that guy that does make it. And you're like, ¿Qué pasa, güey? Can you sign my face?
What?
Yeah.
Sign my face.
Sign my face, yeah, with the Sharpie.
Okay.
I let others dim my light. I think it meant to say dim. Yeah. I let others dim my light. The mariachi world is toxic. It can be. Just listen to the other episodes that we've talked about this whole thing. If you think that your light is bright and you feel like it's not being appreciated, go somewhere where it probably will be. I still advocate for that. Because, yeah, I mean, I think you should know your worth. I still believe that very wholeheartedly. Like, you should know your worth. But también no te pases. Don't be like, oh, I'm really good. Like, yeah, eres presumido or something. You know?
No.
Like, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, if you know you're worth a certain amount or you're worth, like, and you're not being appreciated, maybe there is grass on the other side.
Yeah.
Go looking for it, you know.
Go get her.
Somebody come get her. Regrets. Playing with people who didn't push themselves musically. Nothing wrong. I want to learn. I understand. Keep in mind though, it depends on the group that you're in. Like, I feel like you would have to be in a group that, like, if you're saying like to learn, o sea que todos, like, then you'd have to be in one of those groups that like practices. You know, like, and ellos son like están listos para como presentaciones and shit. Like, but I kind of know what to expect with our group. Like our group is a gig group, but at the same time, we don't want it to sound bad either. So like we all have to like pull our weight.
Yeah.
But again, like every group is different. Like if you're in a group that you want to be like in that next higher level, then find a group that maybe it does offer that. But that also means that you got to be good enough to be in that group.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're caught in the middle. I feel like, you know, I feel like sometimes you're like, oh, maybe I'm good, but then like you see these guys, oh shit, those guys are pretty good. Like, you know, like so there's like levels of good. You know, I feel like if you're gonna be like,
well, it's just like
wanting to be,
because there's like the level you are at, but it's also like experience. You know, you could play essentially if you're trying to judge it from a certain point of view better than like the OG.
Yeah,
but the OG knows how everything works. You know, he knows how he doesn't get stumped when something comes across. You know, like he knows how to work with it. He knows how to deal with it, and is he better than you?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's hard to put a price tag on experience, man. Like, like again, like we always be glazing Arturo here, but like Arturo has the experience of like dealing with clients, talking to them, like dealing as in like when they're happy, when they're sad, like when they're mad at this situation or whatever. Like he's able to do that. He's also able to take whatever song they ask for and somehow make us play it and like make it come together. Like I don't think that that's something that can happen with every boss, you know?
Yeah.
So like again, that's why like Arturo, like when Arturo's like, hey, Charro, se me la cuentan. No, I'm not gonna come this Saturday.
Yeah, I do hate that.
I'm like, fuck, because it's a different group, man. It's just it's your group. I was like, you're supposed to be here, you know? Like, so
I'm
like,
not coming.
Yeah, I was like, we're all not going. Where are we going, bro? Like, you know, like he's like, I'm going to medieval times. I guess we're all going to medieval times, you know.
I'm going to Melody's like event. It's like meet the teacher. Where she's like.
I'm going to parent night. Yeah, we show up.
Mr. Gonzalez, right?
Like, sorry, this is my group. Like Melody con todo el mariachi, dude. Like,
we're all tios here.
Yeah, eso todos los tios. That's hilarious, bro. No, yeah, yeah. You just can't put a price tag on experience. Like, yeah, you're right. Like, maybe you know musically, but you don't know what it's like to be like in the real world, talking to people, like fucking putting yourself in frente and doing all that. Like, you can't put a price tag on that because I still think like to this day, that Arturo does a lot of that, and like it's good because we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, like, and then that we're connecting the whole thing because again, like you might be like one of those people that, hey, good job, guys, and then like you're just like looking at them like, are you looking at me? Like, whoa, you know, like give them that Gen Z stare, and all of a sudden, again, like Arturo comes in and swoops in and saves the deal. I was like, oh, muchas gracias. And then they're like, you know what? We're gonna hire his mariachi because of that guy. You know?
Yeah.
And
I like him.
Yeah. Dale un beso. He's like, yeah. This person says starting late. I started in college compared to middle school, high school, like everybody else. I am behind. I appreciate that though, because what I do like about college groups is that like, yeah, a lot of them will be like coming straight up from band, like kind of like my school, right? But they're in high school.
Yeah.
But like they're coming like you see white dudes.
Yeah.
You know, you see like black girls, you see all colors there. And that's what I like because they're like literally coming from like different programs. They're coming from all over the different states and everything. And they're saying like, yeah, I used to play orchestra violin and I've never seen this before. I saw a harpist that, you know, played harp in like, what would it be, symphony or orchestra or whatever? Yeah. And like she played that. And now she's like, I'm just kind of like trying to do it with mariachi. Like,
oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And I was like, that's cool, man. Because like, yeah, like they know the harp, they know how to play it and everything, but it's a different harp.
Yeah.
So like now, like they're just adapting their skill from this to that. Yeah. So that's cool to me because like it means that like they're showing a level of appreciation that you wouldn't see, maybe in high school because they were maybe not in a place that had a mariachi. You know, they live in Kentucky. I mean, there's not a lot of Kentucky mariachi programs.
KFC.
You know?
Yeah.
So now they come to some school in Texas and it's a college and they're like, oh. Wow.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. No roaches in here or nothing. You know. Not playing for Vargas. We already covered that. But yeah, maybe one day, brother. Moving to LA and leaving the art. Moving from LA and leaving the art. I know LA is like the mariachi scene, so I feel like I guess if you leave, you're kind of like screwed. You're like,
No, it doesn't mean you can't play though.
no, you can.
Or wherever you are, you can at least jam out at home. That's what I do, because I play hard, but I don't play hard.
Todo solito. All depressing.
Tengo tiempo, just pick it up, and I'm like, I'm
the same way. Like I told you, every time you come here, there's always a vihuela like on the couch. I'm telling you, I just walk by and I'm like, and then I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, me voy. Go back to freaking Espirando. Not auditioning for Soul after Jose asked me to financially. Sorry, I cannot read. Yeah. Not auditioning for Soul after Jose asked me to. Financially didn't seem smart at the time. Yeah.
That's another reason, honestly.
That's another reason. Yeah. Sometimes you can't pursue that dream because you're, how do you say, financially burdened, like, to do that. Like, sometimes you don't have the resources. And then, like, a lot of talented people can't go to that next step because it takes money, resource, and you might have to relocate to, I don't know, a whole nother freaking city or state.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't want to take that risk, you know? And it sucks because some people get left behind because like that. I mean, I've met a lot of musicians that I'm like, damn, you're like fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? Like, go win a Grammy or something. What the fuck? You know? But yeah, honestly, it's because it's a lot of factors. And talent can only take you so far. It goes back to the same thing that we talked about earlier, but like, having good representation of yourself and this and that. But then, yeah, we left out a big one, which is like the resource to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, anymore. I mean, I'm sorry, bro.
Get the boys. That would be a good like way to go to like another topic or whatever. But yeah, sorry it didn't happen for you. But I hope that I wish you the best. I hope you're a good friar. You know, gotta bring it full circle. Yeah. And then this person says one of my biggest regrets is becoming a boss man and dealing with different thinking musicians.
Oh, I get that.
There you go.
That's why I wouldn't be a boss.
Pues ya ves que ahorita todos ya quieren hacerse su propio grupo. So because of that, like some of them are like, yeah, we'll just make a group.
Yeah.
Let's just make a group. Which it seems easy like in theory, but I'm telling you, I think it's much harder. And this is why I don't start a group. It's una mamada y media, like to put it together, and you have to deal with people. Yeah, and not everybody thinks like you. Shocker, you know, like everybody has their own thoughts and opinions.
Or más bien, everybody wants to enforce their own thoughts and opinions.
Yeah,
like, we should do this. And I'm like, motherfucker, like here, bitch.
And I think that's why you have like directors.
Yeah,
because like the director is a person that says, "Pues esto es lo que se va a hacer," y quién sabe qué. And I think that's why they should be appointed to that position, because they're the ones that are looking out for the best interest of the group.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, pues vamos a hacer esto, y vamos a hacer esto, okay. And then everybody's like, you can maybe have like your own opinion on it, but there's a reason that person has the title of director and not everybody else, you know? So yeah, but like, that's the thing, man. Yeah, con puros grupos, and like, pues hay por eso que muchos se deshacen, like, because they're just like, bro, this shit's hard. Like, you know, like put this together, you know? Everybody has their own opinion. What the fuck? Yeah. It's hard to get everybody like on common ground. It really is. Like, not just like musically, like just like in life. Like, bro, if you tell us to like put together a team for you remember Capture the Flag?
I love the game.
It's a good game. Like in elementary school, I loved it too. I wasn't the fastest kid, but I really liked to play.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? I was the slowest kid. Yeah, but like I really liked playing that game, right? So like, Capture the Flag is a game of skill. If you don't know what this is,
strategy, bro.
You remember you went to a good school, you know, but this is how we had to keep the kids entertained. You know, you had to capture the flag. So you had to. Did you have flags on yours? Like you had to put on the flags? Badass. Yeah. So like it was like flag football, but you'd have to run to the other side, grab the flag, and then come back on your side. It's called Capture the Flag, right? And if you take it off, you go to jail, right? Like they take off your.
Yeah,
they had like a little square for the.
There's like a certain area where once you cross, like people can chase you.
Yeah,
right? And the whole idea is to like take the flag, and if they take it from you, or they take your tag, right?
Yeah, your tags.
Like you have to like reset, so you have to go back to your place, and then you can flip. At least that's how I played it.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that game again is a game of skill. It's also very like it's your team versus that team.
Yeah,
bro. they pick the teams by just putting whatever kid in your team. You know, like it's not even like, you know, pick the fastest kids. Like, no, you get like, you know, the skinny kids, and then you get like all the fat kids like me and like all my little friends. So they put them all on one side. So now they have to deal with us. We have to deal with them. So like, just to get those kids on common ground, it's gonna be hard. You know, something as simple as like, oh, just go get the flag. It becomes much more complicated when you have to deal with other people. That's what I'm trying to get at. A group, you're doing that same thing. You're playing capture the flag, except musically. You're adding music, attitudes, and everything, and then you got to make it work together. Like, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But eventually, if you manage to somehow do it, you will capture the flag, and you will win the game. Full circle.
That's a fun game.
Yeah. You want to play after this?
Just me,
Zara, and Sophie. She's the only one that can run. Yeah, my dog. All right, so we got to wrap this up with this. So you're gonna have a lot of regrets in mariachi. It could be musically as well, but you got to remember. I think one of my favorite things that we talked about right now was I feel like it all needed to happen. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. You're probably listening to this podcast because you have a level of appreciation for music or mariachi as a whole. So you may have regrets and you may still hold on to them dearly. But remember that hopefully you're in a better place, or at least you're on this side of the grass, and you enjoy what you're doing. So that's why you're keeping up with mariachi, listening to a mariachi podcast. You have gigs this weekend, or at least you're around people that are like-minded as yourself that want to play music. So you may have regrets, but remember that maybe they needed to happen at the time for you to get to where you are. Yeah. See how I wrapped that up nicely there at the end?
Muy bien, Sammy.
Which did I say?
Well done.
Well done. You know, sound like a mafia boss. Let's do Charro Chat real quick so that way you guys can get out of here. So, Charro Chat. Should a group prioritize more on a strong melody section or a strong armonía section? What do you think?
I think you have to work with what you have. As much as I think it'd be nice to like be like, I want the, what do you say? Strong melody section. Like, you can't be, at least in the sense that I'm getting this, you know, you can't like upgrade your stats, you know. You have to like work with what you have. So like sometimes you have a certain level of violence. You probably could do something Huasteco, but probably not something like, I don't know where I'm going with this. Like intricate, you know what I'm trying to say?
Kind of.
You have to work with what you have. You can't just be like, le voy a subir al tuning, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I have that issue every year. Or not issue, but it's like I get new kids every year for my mariachi. You know, some graduate, some enter as freshmen. So yeah, it's like, what do I have? Okay, so I have a good violin section. The armonía section maybe not that great. Okay, so I'm gonna give them something violin heavy, something that's easier for the guitars. And that's kind of the beauty of mariachi. There's so many songs out there. The hard part is like figuring out what works best for your group.
Yeah.
If there's something that again works, then do it. Now, as far as my prioritize, like if I wanted to prioritize, I would say melody. And that's just because, like, if it was on my wish list, I would much rather have a tight melody section, like para que se oiga bien. Because, like, the first thing people are going to hear is that trumpet. Second thing they're going to hear is the violins. The last thing they're going to hear is what we do, unfortunately. But it's like, if we can keep time, all right, even if the vihuela didn't sound that great, like, on ranchera se va a oír igual. Like, what I'm trying to say is like a vihuela player that maybe doesn't play as good as me might get the job, you know, the gig instead of me because canta, and he can follow or whatever. But like I do the same thing. Mine just sounds a little bit maybe better. But what I would rather have is like a tighter violin section because son los que van a tocar a tighter trompeta. You know, that's how I think about it.
Yeah, I see it.
What is the most embarrassing, funny thing you have done at a gig? That's a topic right there. Yoink. Have you guys heard the Miguel Dario Mariachi podcast?
Who's that?
So I'm guessing you haven't?
Yeah.
No. I have seen it. I'm not the only mariachi podcast that's out there. I do my research. I like to know.
Is this the guy from California?
No. This one is one in Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like straight up in Spanish. I
We
think,
should do an episode in Spanish.
bro, really?
Salía afuera.
Afuera? No, es que, what they say? No, his podcast
You've
is.
heard it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've heard,
okay.
like, I've seen, like, this is, he brings like guests and they're like, pues son charros.
Okay.
In Mexico. Yeah,
Cool.
it's in
Oh,
Mexico.
maybe I've seen it. Is it
Yeah.
like a white room?
Yeah, I
Because I
guess
saw
so.
one talking about like this whole conspiracy about Luis Miguel.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
one? Oh, I have
yeah,
seen
it
it.
might be, it
I
might
thought
be.
it was pretty cool. I was
And-
like, no
and
way.
I think that the thing that's cool about that podcast is obviously he has like the resources of Mexico. Like he could go and talk
Yeah.
to Mexicans. You know, I'm not gonna go down there for every episode and start looking for these guys. But he gets he has an audience. He has a really big audience actually.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because anything that just that's the intention with this podcast for me is like put Mariachi out there. A lot of people don't know what we do. They don't know the lore behind it. I guess you could say our podcast is different. Like ours even says in the bio, it's like two working mariachis. Like we do this shit, like for real, you know. We're not pretending, you know, like we actually do this, you know. So I think we come at it at as a different perspective. Also because I don't have like all these famous mariachis pulling up to my house.
Yeah.
They're welcome to, I guess you could say. But like we offer a different perspective, you know. So his podcast is cool. If you really want to like learn about these guys and what they do, like with his guests and everything, like listen to it. I think it's a good. Again, all of this is making mariachi look in a much like brighter light, and that's all I really care about.
Okay.
So that's cool. But yeah, I have heard about it. So if you like it, keep listening to it. What's the weirdest request you guys have gotten at a gig? I don't know. Just never played mariachi local before. Well, just in general, like what is it? The moonlight, the sunshine in your stars, or some shit like that. Like just like stupid shit like that. Like no tiene nada que ver con
Bad
mariachi.
Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah. That's another topic. Yoink. Maybe that's something for later. All right. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Huh? Mint chocolate chip.
For real?
Mint chocolate chip. Like if I had a choice.
If you had a choice.
And I was getting it from Brahms. You don't know what Brahms is. You're not from Texas. It's
is there no Brahms anywhere else?
It's regional. It's like in the south here.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's some in Oklahoma and some other states, maybe too. But it's very like limited to a certain section of the United States. Anyway, yeah, I would get mint chocolate chip. Second, cookies and cream.
For real?
Yeah.
That's so polar. Like there's
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if I was at Brahms, I would have to choose between both of them. Like some days it might be cookies and cream. Cookies and cream was my favorite for a long time, but then like I got that like old man taste, you know, like so like
I don't want to.
That's like a flavor that a dad gets, you know, like that's what I've always got. Okay. So like mint chocolate chip, yeah.
Okay. I've been liking coffee ice cream.
What?
You don't like coffee ice cream?
No. What the?
It's
fuck?
like chocolate, but a little darker.
No.
It's good, bro.
From Brahms?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to convince me. I'll try it. I've never tried it.
Try it out. It's really good, and it has caffeine. Like con madre.
Okay.
Because it's real coffee. Like.
What's your number 2 then?
I had it.
Because I gave 2, so I feel like you kind of have to do 2.
Vanilla.
Just plain vanilla?
Yeah, I like it.
lame,
Like
bro.
like the one from
Fuck.
QT.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, it's good.
cone?
It's good, but
That one's good.
not to be your fucking number 2.
I don't know. I'm a simple man.
Like you're like, I don't know. I like it.
I like it. It's my favorite. Damn.
She go get you some ice cream. And the last one, because we gotta get out of here. Currently practicing apagones going up. So okay, is it supposed to hurt at first?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk through it, buddy. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but you can get used to it. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna like it. You know, you're gonna like to do it. You know, so.
What he's trying to say is you're gonna build a callus, and it's gonna hurt less because your skin gets toughened.
And then you're gonna like it. Yeah. Of course, it's supposed to hurt. It's your first time, you know. But keep doing it.
They're gonna clip you, bro.
And you got it, you know.
Then I clip you out of the way. He's a pervert.
All right. Anyway, that's it. You guys get out of here. Have a great week. keep liking, subscribing, and following the podcast. That's what helps us out and makes us, how you say, relevant. So share us with your friends. Maybe it's a consejo that you can listen to this podcast and enjoy. So, you got anything before we take off?
No, thank you guys. You guys have a good weekend. Play well, eat well, sleep, please. If you do well in school and work, aprende sus canciones.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Sale. Bueno, pues, ahí nos vemos and take it easy. Have a good week.
Oh.
Does anybody dab anymore?
I haven't seen that in. Oh, wow.
For a good reason. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, we're not recording?
Cállate, güey. It's going to happen.